Hello, we're back.
Don't pull on my battery.
We are back.
If you pull on that
I
battery,
went like that.
if you pull on that battery, you're gonna break it.
We're back.
See that handle? That handle back there?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to use.
I thought that was to go up and down.
It goes side to side too.
Okay.
It's a high-tech device. That tripod's very complicated.
It is.
Very.
For a dumbass.
Extra dumbass. Okay, what are we doing next? Oh, sitting down.
We need to put a piston and a wrist pin in, I believe.
We need some assembly lube. Is this a brand new container?
It's almost brand new.
Never been used?
I thought we used some of it already.
You used it?
Didn't we use it yesterday or something?
It's virgin.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing's been ever come out of that container.
Good. That's Torco assembly lube there. Black bottle.
I looked in there to make sure I had something in it though. See, there's assembly lube in there.
We usually like to see, he can go and charge me for a whole bottle of that.
These are the new black bottles. I don't like these black bottles. I like the racist white bottles. I got all these tools in my way. How come we got head gaskets sitting here? Are we done with these?
Yeah. We can move those head gaskets if you like. You want the rear barrel?
I'm going to put these where they belong.
All right.
Where these go?
In the pistons.
In the motor. Which piston is this?
I think that's the rear one. Goes along with this barrel.
This says rear.
Exhaust. Make sure you put that one exhaust the right direction too.
What's that cylinder?
Front. Come on, clutch.
Clutch. This one here says it is the front piston.
Yep.
This has a big F on it for being front. This one still has the rust marks in it from some of these fingers.
It does not.
Acid edge. Oh, it has the chatter marks in it too. I thought this was the one that had the chatter marks.
Does it? I couldn't see them earlier.
Right,
Yes, it does. I was looking at the top of the barrel.
the top does not have the chatter mark. It's at the bottom.
At the bottom, okay.
I was marking the cylinder so you knew the top from the bottom. You might get confused. Chatter
I only
marks
looked, when I looked at it, I only looked in the top.
Top is fine. The bottom has chatter mark.
On purpose?
I marked it for you. That bottle's thicker than my old white bottle. Okay, how much of this we put in?
I didn't know we had to put in the barrels.
I'm going to put the barrel right here in the bottom.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to put in the bottom?
Why? To help lube the rings going in?
We're going to lubricate the cylinder. So you need to go in there about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. That's all you need.
You do this one while you're at it, or?
I'm still working on this one over here.
Okay.
See how it's dirty now?
I can't see it. A red color, you mean? Not really dirty, but reddish tint.
Yeah, it's got a reddish tint to it. It's kind of shiny now. It doesn't need a lot in there, just a little. I got way too much in there.
I can see it. The machine can see it. That's way too much.
Should I drop that again so you can hear it better?
Slam it like you do.
Yeah, it fell over all by itself. This is called assembly lube. You lose it for assembly.
Not to be confused with motor oil.
Motor oil's inside the motor. Assembly lube's in my finger.
Going in that piston right now.
And that clip wants to rip the side of my finger out when I stick it in there, so you gotta be careful.
Don't tear your finger up.
See how it's got lube in there now?
Mm-hmm.
What's that over there?
Front cylinder, rear cylinder. Oh. Don't forget about that connecting rod. Oh, there's oil dripping down the front of the motor.
Oh, jeez. Put some fresh oil
Nothing on the
there.
gasket, though.
Make it like this. An oil leak.
Mm-hmm. I didn't notice that till right now.
There's a dirty rag right here.
Yep.
I got a job for you to do. Okay, so this is the front cylinder, right? Yep, front. This is the rear piston. Front piston. Front piston goes in the front cylinder, right?
Yep.
This is the right side for what reason?
For what?
Why is this the right side?
That's the wrong side.
That's because it has push rod cutouts. It's on the right side of the motor. See, push rods are on the right.
What goes on the other? I thought the other side.
There's
Oh,
a plane on the
you're
other
right.
side.
You're right. I
There's
stand
nothing
corrected.
on the other side.
I was looking at the heads, thinking of the heads right now.
There's a shifter on the other side that's way up in the motor.
Yep. Cutouts for the push rod.
This is on the right side.
Are you sure about that? I'm going to double check you on which way to put those pistons in.
I must have had my rag, so we still went.
Does it
Am I
have
on the wrong
the
side?
exhaust valve pointing forward? I mean, the exhaust part of the piston, the arrow pointing forward on that? Trying to confuse me having it upside down instead of
Which side is the flat on, right or left?
right now it's on the That'd be the right side.
Is it on the push rod side or is it on the
Push rod side, yes.
shift lever side?
Push rod side.
Is that where the flat spot is?
Yep.
So you mean the flat spot goes on the right side?
Well, what is that? That arrow and that EX sit on the exhaust thing. So
Well, being this is the front cylinder, which side is which?
we have to go like that with it.
I didn't ask you. I asked you which one's which.
Front or rear?
No, which side's exhaust, which side's intake?
Towards you is going to be the exhaust side.
This one here is going to be the exhaust? Are
Yeah.
you sure about this?
Positive.
Positively?
Just like I was earlier on all
Does
the
it
other
say
stuff.
exhaust right there?
Exhaust, yeah, and the arrow's pointing in the right
That
direction.
must be the correct piston.
You are right. There's the other one.
If I did that, does that say exhaust?
No,
That
other
must be
side.
the wrong piston then.
It's the wrong piston?
You said exhaust was on this side, didn't you?
It is on that side, isn't it? The front and the rear, right?
You said exhaust was on this side,
Is
right?
that the rear or the front?
You said exhaust was on this side, right? So, does that say exhaust there?
No,
What's it say?
just a number.
It's intake, because it's not exhaust. That's because it's the wrong piston.
For that. That's the rear barrel, right?
Yeah.
And it goes on this one. Just the wrong barrel.
Just double checking you. Okay, here's your gapper right here. So gap goes in
But
there.
it's even wrong for the front one right now,
So you
right?
put the ring in there like that, and you go like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Pinches your fingers and go down too. I was using that renewable
Fingernail of yours?
green tool.
Yeah, get some film on this.
Did you film that? I just did that right.
It's
in front of
filming it with this.
You watching?
I didn't notice how you do it.
you. See this gap right here?
Mm-hmm.
Guess where that goes?
90 degrees the other
It
one.
goes into the cylinder. That pinched me right there too. It hurts too. It'll pinch me right there.
You'll get over it.
I don't know. See how that goes in there? If you put steady pressure on it, push on it, it goes down. If you use a piece of wood or something soft, it'll work. Here's my hammer out. Here's my hammer. And if you beat the tar of it, it'll go down too.
Don't do that. Oh,
Did it pretty hard, didn't I?
as long as it's starting to go.
Okay, so now,
The
what do I
oil
do
ring.
next? Oil ring.
Mm-hmm.
There's a gap right there. Does that go in first?
I don't know where that one was. Is it where it belongs?
Is that oil ring? That gap's right there. Does that go in first?
Does it go in first?
Yeah.
No, where's the other one?
It should be 180 from the other one.
Okay, turn it around.
So right there?
It's right there.
It's over here.
Those ones don't matter? It's 180 off.
So that one goes in.
You gotta turn it.
Is it in?
It's in right now. Back of it's not.
Let's
Oh
go
boy.
like this.
You nervous with your hammer?
Where's your gapper at? See the oil ring right here?
Barely.
How about the camera? Can the camera see it?
See one
Right
right
hit
there?
it too hard, it's not going.
There it is.
No, it isn't.
Every time you hit it.
Too much oil on it. See how it went in easier after I took the angle out of it? Because it was banging too hard. Solid.
Cockeyed in there.
It was cocked. It was half cocked.
That'll go in there without
See that thing right there?
Yeah.
And you notice that that's pre-lubed.
went real easy this time.
Well, it's pre-lubed because it's got oil in it.
Yeah. An assembly loop?
Yep. Now if you check it like that, are you happy with the piston locations on it?
Front, yes. Exhaust. Right, I'm all happy now.
You're happy?
Yep.
You like that?
I do like that's all correct.
Can you put that over there on the table for me? I guess not. I guess I'll do it by myself. Don't grab it by the top of the piston and wind up on the floor.
I didn't want to set the camera down.
Put it over there so it stays on the bench better.
Is it right over here?
Good enough.
Okay.
What are we going to do with this one?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Lubricate the skirt of the cylinder.
You mean we're going to repeat? Look at that. Oil?
Yep.
That's how you do that?
About an inch and a half up in there.
You notice how I got half the cylinder in one thing? You notice it's about the height of your finger.
Right to the knuckle.
Do you notice it's about the height of my finger is what I use?
I noticed that.
It's for the precision adjustment there. See that?
Have you measured that?
That's like blood almost, but not quite.
It looks like it.
You know, if you don't
Oh,
you waste it like that.
man.
Now my leg is lubricated.
My assembly lube too, I have to buy.
That's why I was wasting it.
He's paying me back for wasting
That was at
the
least 5
Loctite.
cents worth.
Wasting Loctite the other day.
Well, you did steal my Loctite. The Loctite costs more. Look at that. It permanently defaced my clothes.
Come out in the laundry. As they say, it'll come out in the laundry.
No, I don't know about that. See, notice my
Use a little bit on the
fingers
piston if you want.
I need my willy rag.
Which one is that? This one?
The one that has
A
red
little
on
red
it.
on it?
Do you see the red on that one?
I do.
That's because I used it last time. You see how the bench is dirty right there? You didn't clean the bench off.
I didn't see nothing.
You play back the video, you'll see that spot there. Please, I prematurely cleaned my finger because that's...
What'd you just flick off of that thing? A piece of aluminum?
Off of what?
Something just went flying.
Probably a bug.
Roll back the video.
We'll play that back
It
tomorrow.
looked like a chunk from the porting.
Well, you might have blew some over. You've been walking back and forth a lot back between here and there.
Me.
This is the assembly area. That's the fabrication area.
What
behind
side are you
me.
going to put that one in from?
The fabrication department's behind me, sir.
Okay.
Now, we used to have more distance in the old shop. Now it's just like a foot back.
Don't even remind me of the old shop. I remember that. Lots of room. How many lifts do you have in the other one? 4?
Enough.
5?
Well, they're always full, but yeah.
Yeah, they're always full. But I mean, still, and they're large lifts too. They weren't the little
It's
dinky
a
ones.
large lift. Look at this lift. It's 30 feet long.
Yeah, it's not even a lift. That's a bench.
Good bench.
Yeah, I mean, the lifts you had over there were not in your normal motorcycle lift. They were like twice the size.
No, they're normal.
Big old big
Okay.
old racks. Okay,
Right
EX.
Right side.
Yep. Where's the front and the back?
I don't know, that's the right side.
Right side.
Where's the ring gap at? Right in the back. Change it there. So, where's the ring gap go? Goes over the hole. The two ends go together. You push in, it collapses on you. See how the piston dropped when I did that?
Yep.
See how it's in there? Now you give it a light tap like this. See how it goes in real easy? Or you can use a little flat blade, the flat part
Push
of
it
the
in.
screwdriver, not the pointed part, the flat part doesn't damage the ring. This will damage the ring. Plus when it comes off and hits you in the finger, it'll make you bleed. This here will not do any damage. Remember
Okay.
that. And if you got any sharp edges on it, file the damn things off before you use it for a
You
tool.
want to take the molly off there, right?
You don't want to scratch your rings. Okay, now for some reason you got these rings all mixed up, so they're supposed to be over there. This one here is right on top of this one, so that's all right. I'm not sure where that one's supposed to be, so we'll put this one right here. Okay, so now see, this one has to go in next. See, so to make it go down. See how it's going in the hole there a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The ring's out over here, so you have to press it.
Going in.
See how it's working its way in?
Yep.
See, it's out over here a little bit. So
Screwdriver.
if you push down on it, use the flat side there like that.
Got it.
See how it's in? See that makes that rubbing mark on the ring I don't like.
It did?
The cylinder has a yes, it leaves a mark on the ring because you're sliding up with pressure. So if you, the taper in the cylinder is a taper, so it wedges in. So if you just lightly tap it like this, it goes right in.
So
This
no
is
marks.
actually better. It's better to beat on it than to shove on it.
Yeah.
But some people don't like this tool right here. It's a very handy tool if you know how to use it.
Right.
Now, if you don't know how to use your tools, that's a whole different thing. Okay, now somewhere there should be a gap there because there's a gap on that side.
So one on this side.
Somebody had to put their ring together right. Okay, so now see that going to go right in there. See how the gap's over here. Let's move it over a little bit. So if we just tap it in a little bit. See how it goes in?
Yep.
Okay, the other gap's right here. See what I'm doing? The whole damn thing's in now. Because that cylinder's got a real big taper on it. Now you have to be it down far enough that you can put a pin in here. So if you go below the surface, it's too far. So where's our thing at? So you tilt it a little bit like that. Now this will go in there, see? If you got too down low, it won't go in. Okay, which cylinder is this one?
Rear.
Rear. Where's it go?
Well, it's gonna go in from the other side, I know that.
It's gonna go on the other side. Why?
The pin's gonna go in from the other side.
Why? This one's put in backwards, remember?
Yeah. So we got one on this side, one on that side.
It's exhaust in the back.
Exhaust right there.
I
Yep.
can't see in the camera a damn thing.
It is in the back.
Oh, it is? Now, how are we gonna get this thing in here?
That's what I was wondering.
It's an FXR, so it's hard to get in here.